Welcome back, guys. I'm Zell, and today we have an unboxing. A series of very fortunate unboxings. Alright, so let's get started here. We'll set that one aside. We'll get to that one here in a minute. And... oh, where to start? Well, we'll start here with this big box, because I'm pretty sure in this big box we've got the smallest one of the bunch. It's from Boker Plus, and yep, it's the smallest one of the bunch. We have the Boker Plus Hawkett neck knife, and I picked one of these up just because it was fairly inexpensive and super neat. Yeah, we'll get a look at it. We're actually going to get a look at several of these small multi-tools very soon. And I thought this one was a neat one. Not too much into neck knives, but hey, there you got a little bitty tomahawk. I mean, hey, that's awesome. Anyhow, so we'll be getting a look at that guy here real soon. And from there, well, we'll do this one here. Another Buck. You know, Buck isn't making a lot of good stuff these days. Sorry, all you Buck guys, but if it isn't a classic knife, Buck's just not all that great. Their quality control is down. And it really sucks because they make 2 or 3 models that are just flippin' awesome. If they would get that quality control tightened up and put a little more effort into some of this stuff that's not your classic stuff. Not your Buck 110, 501, 503, stuff like that. But anyhow, off my soapbox. And what we have here is a Buck Marksman 831. And yeah, I've already had this one out, sharpened it up. It is the Tonto version. And you guys know how I feel about the Buck Marksman. Buck, if you guys would just do more of this, you could sell a lot of knives. And, you know, get a hold of me. I am willing to talk to you about what you can do to make this style design even more awesome. And maybe sell a few more knives. Anyhow, doesn't have to be me. Just about any of the knife reviewers out there could help you out. But anyhow, this is the 831, and it is a very nice knife. It's a Buck Marksman. You guys know it. I love them. And moving on along, before we even this as short as I can, this knife has made it a long, long way. It came from the Netherlands, and I'm not sure where Hank got it, so it came from the Czech Republic, I believe is what it says down here. Came from the Czech Republic by way of the Netherlands, by way of Mr. Gear Bear to me. So, Hank and Mr. Gear Bear, I really, really appreciate you getting me this Mr. Blade. And this is going to be a fun one, guys. I haven't got all the specs on it yet. I think this thing is close to 9 ounces, over 8 ounces. It is a big, beefy folder. This makes your Hinderer XM18 series look like a lightweight. But, you know, there you go. It does its job well. It just does everything in supersize. Really. Buck Marksman. Mr. Blade HT1. And we'll get more into the HT1 soon. And it's kind of a neat knife, guys, but it is definitely your heavy-duty guy. Alright, so that was Mr. Blade. And here's another one that is right in my wheelhouse. Something that I've been waiting for many months. From Boker Plus, we have the Mass Drop Urban Trapper. They did another one here recently that was, I forget what exactly it was, but it was pretty cool. But This one has blue titanium scales, a black coated blade, G10 handles, and even a anodized clip there. And to make it even better, it's in S35VN. Now, if I remember right, there was only 1,000 of these. This one is number, see if we can get that to focus. Anyhow, that says 763 down in there. And, oh boy, guys. This takes the Urban Trapper to a whole new level. We'll be getting a look at it very soon as well. Now, this Prolite. I'd like to talk about it for a minute. Prolite is not a knife that I had really considered buying, and mostly because it's a cold steel. I'm not a huge fan of the Triad lock system or cold steel in general. They tend to build bigger and heavier knives than what's necessary for everyday carry, in my opinion. However, one of the viewers, Mr. Stuart Harvey, picked one of these up, and he didn't like it so much. So, what do you do with something you don't like? Well, you send it to Zell. And that's what happened, and I'm picking on things there a little bit, making some fun of it, Stuart. I really, really appreciate you sending this in. And for anybody else out there, I am not in any way requesting anybody send anything to me. However, I do leave private mailbox address in the description of every video, and it's on the About page. If you think about it, email me before you send something. That way my mail guy doesn't freak out. I would appreciate that. But it's down there if you feel like sending something my way. Anyhow, let's get a look at this thing. According to Stuart, the knife was alright, but didn't fit his hands very well. And he says he has some really large hands. I have some medium-large hands, and I'm the other way. The handle fits me pretty darn good. And there were some other issues that Stuart outlined that we will talk about, and whenever we do the review on it. And it is, like I said, it's a cold steel Prolite, and I don't think it would be my everyday carry, but for a cold steel, I am rather impressed. I really had no idea, besides the Code 4, that they made anything that was reasonably lightweight and whatnot. And, you know, the Code 4 really isn't either, but it's a pretty big knife altogether and has some really awesome steel in it. And the Prolite is very much just a smaller, lighter version of our clip point Code 4. Anyhow, I really appreciate it, Stuart, and like I said, the information's down there if anybody else wants to do that, but I'm not soliciting you guys at all for sending anything in. If you feel like it, that's fine. Please email me first. That would be awesome. If you don't and you want it to be a surprise, just please don't send anything that's going to freak out my mail guy. Anyhow, that was the Prolite, and then we have this one. And you're going to have to watch the next video to see what's in this box, because this one requires a little bit of talking. So I'll see you again tomorrow, and we'll talk about this one. Anyhow, guys, I really appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me for a few minutes, looking at some of these things, seeing what we're going to have on the channel here in the near future. And so we had the Boker Plus Urban Trapper in S35VN with G10 and the blued titanium, or not blued, blue anodized titanium, black blade, very nice knife. The 831 buck Marksman. As you guys know, I kind of like the Marksman, and this one is a step up in some ways from the 830. You know, and the Tonto blade, well, you know, we'll talk about that here in a few days. And then we have the Mr. Blade HT1 by way of Mr. Gear Bear and Dutch Knife Collector 031, I believe is correct, Hank, from the Netherlands. And I'll put a link to Hank down in the description, or maybe right here, I don't know. And then we have the Prolite from Cold Steel, sent in by viewer Stuart Harvey. And again, I really appreciate that, Stuart. And we will get a look at this very soon. Anyhow, guys, looks like I got a lot of sharpening to do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll look at this one tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.